Hello and welcome to my video about governments and the tactics they use to know if you are a tax evader. Tax evasion is a major issue for governments worldwide as it undermines the revenue system and reduces the funds available for essential public services. To combat tax evasion, governments employ various methods to detect and penalize individuals and businesses who evade taxes. Some countries, such as Japan, Singapore, and Sweden, are known to have strict laws and penalties for tax evasion. In these countries, tax evasion can result in significant fines, imprisonment, and even forfeiture of assets. In order to achieve this, many governments have implemented measures to monitor and track citizens who may not be paying the required taxes. On the first hand, people can become eligible for a tax audit by a state in a number of ways. Some common reasons why people may be selected for a tax audit include 1. Random selection. Some tax audits are conducted randomly without any specific reason. These audits are often part of a broader effort by the state to ensure that taxes are being paid correctly and to deter tax evasion. 2. High-risk indicators. People with high-risk indicators on their tax returns may be more likely to be selected for a tax audit. Examples of high-risk indicators include large deductions, unusual business expenses, or large variations in income from year to year. 3. Information matching. States may use information matching programs to compare the information on a tax return to information from other sources, such as bank records or employer records. If there is a discrepancy between the information on the tax return and the information from other sources, the taxpayer may be selected for a tax audit. 4. Whistleblower information. Information provided by whistleblowers can also trigger a tax audit. Whistleblowers may report suspected tax evasion or fraud to the state, which may then initiate an audit to investigate the allegations. Governments often incentivize individuals to report tax evasion by offering rewards for information that leads to the detection and prosecution of tax evaders. This system allows governments to receive tips from a wide range of sources, including employees, customers, and competitors of tax evaders. 5. Previous audit findings. If a taxpayer has been audited in the past and the audit found tax discrepancies or errors, they may be more likely to be audited again in the future. 6. International cooperation. In cases of cross-border tax evasion, states may cooperate with international partners to identify and prosecute tax evaders. For example, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, has established a network of tax authorities who share information and coordinate investigations to detect and prevent cross-border tax evasion. On the other hand, there are several factors that can make governments suspect that an individual or business is not paying the appropriate amount of taxes. Some of the common red flags you as citizens must keep in mind are the following. 1. Large and unusual transactions. Governments may be alerted to tax evasion if they see large and unusual transactions, such as large cash deposits that don't match the taxpayer's reported income. 2. Failure to file tax returns. Governments may suspect tax evasion if individuals or businesses fail to file tax returns or file returns that are incomplete or inconsistent. 3. Lifestyle inconsistencies. Governments may investigate individuals or businesses if their lifestyle appears to be inconsistent with their reported income. For example, if an individual reports a low income but drives expensive cars and lives in a luxurious home, the tax authorities may suspect tax evasion. 4. Working off the books. Governments may suspect tax evasion if individuals or businesses receive income that is not reported to the tax authorities, such as cash payments for work performed off the books. 5. Suspicious business practices. Governments may investigate businesses that engage in suspicious practices such as underreporting sales, overstating expenses, or creating false invoices, as these practices can indicate tax evasion. 6. Anonymous or offshore accounts. Governments may suspect tax evasion if individuals or businesses use anonymous or offshore accounts to hide their financial activities. It's important to note that these factors can raise suspicions, but they don't necessarily mean that an individual or business is engaged in tax evasion. However, never doubt the fact that the main obsession of governments, public institutions, and politicians is to maintain their privileged position, and they will not only use legal but even illegal tools to preserve their social status. The use of spy technology to monitor financial transactions of individuals and businesses and detect any suspicious activity is becoming more and more common among public administrations. This may include tracking the electronic transfers of funds, or monitoring the use of credit cards, or utilizing surveillance technologies such as cameras, GPS, and biometrics. This is for sure a violation of citizens' rights and may end up resulting in extortions and, in worst-case scenarios, cause significant harm to a person's reputation if seen as a political threat. In conclusion, tax evasion is a serious issue that governments around the world are taking steps to combat. While some countries have stricter laws and penalties for tax evasion than others, there are common methods that governments use to detect and penalize individuals and businesses who evade taxes. However, it's important to remember that these methods can sometimes result in violations of citizens' rights, and there is a risk of government overreach. It's crucial for individuals and businesses to be aware of the factors that can raise suspicions of tax evasion and to take the necessary steps to ensure they are paying the appropriate amount of taxes. Ultimately, striking a balance between protecting citizens' rights and combating tax evasion is an ongoing challenge for governments worldwide. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it has provided you with some insight into how dangerous and harmful tax inspections can become for people's liberty. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This is Investigation and Truth. Take care and see you on the next video.